So you might recognize some of these songs that we're going to play today. They're all Halloween themed, but hopefully fit with our sequence today. So just take a moment to come centered, closing the eyes if you wish to, and then just taking a few deep breaths for your morning. Just taking note of how you feel today, whatever the weekend is going to bring for you. Maybe you're hiding from trick-or-treaters. Maybe you're out trick-or-treating. Maybe you're going to some firework displays or Halloween parties, or just tucking yourself up indoors, protecting yourself from this autumnal weather that we're having at the moment. Quite windy, a little bit rainy. Whatever your weekend is going to bring for you, just be present for our practice together this morning. We always like to have a little bit of fun. It's always about bringing in some happiness and joy to practice, not always challenge, not always discomfort. Allow the breath to become nice and rhythmic and flowing for you today. Whatever your breath is to you, every day we're a little different. Just taking note of how your body may feel. Always protecting yourself, taking care of you. Needing to rest at any point through practice, or just coming out of posture. Moving quite quickly through some renamed yoga poses today. Nice and gently bring some movement back into the fingers, back into the wrists, circling through the wrists, circling through the shoulders. Just getting some movement back into the head, the neck. Then reaching the arms out to the side, bringing the arms above the head, maybe the palms meet. Or you can just reach the fingers away, giving the spine a big stretch as you reach the fingers to the sky and planting yourself to the earth. Take a nice crescent bend over to the left as you exhale. Stretch through the side body. Bring yourself back into the center and then breathing out, taking it over to the other side. Bringing yourself center, and then just a little back bend as you reach the fingertips back behind you. Lift out of the lower back, look to the sky. And then open the arms, releasing through the shoulders, and then opening the eyes and coming down onto our mat into a tabletop position. So we're coming into our black cat and our scary cow. Just starting to mobilize through the spine nice and gently for your morning. And last time, just bring the hands back in towards the knees a little closer. Really curl through the front of the body. Relaxing the head and the neck, scooping up through the belly. And then taking a child's pose here, bringing the toes together, making the knees wide. reaching the fingertips out as if they're little spiders on the mat, relaxing the head down. Nice deep exhale as you release through the back body. And if you wish to, you can draw into any intention for practice today, whatever might come up for you. And then inhale to tabletop. Tuck the toes, bent legged, downward facing dog. And just pedal through the feet, relaxing through the back of the legs. Maybe looking underneath an armpit as you drop and give yourself a little twist. We have a few twists in our practice today. And then nice and slowly release the heels. Take a few deep breaths in downward facing dog. Nice and gently, maybe bring the right hand into the center of your mat just a little bit. Take the left hand off and reach it back with bent knees to take hold of either the ankle, the calf, or the thigh. And then you can start to lengthen through the legs as you take that twisted stretch. Keep pressing through that right palm. And slowly bringing the left hand back, maybe a little into the center. Right hand goes to the left ankle, bending into the knees, dropping the chest down towards the thighs, and then start to straighten up through the legs into that twisted down dog when you feel comfortable. And slowly release the right hand, bring it back, and then exhale, both heels, normal down dog. Lifting the right leg up and back behind you, three-legged dog, reach the heel away, and then bring the knee in towards the right elbow. This is a werewolf pose. Pressing it back. And then bring that knee in towards the left elbow, twisted werewolf. And then press back into three-legged dog. Draw high, the knee comes into the center, up onto the tiptoes, ready to pounce. And then release the right foot down, deep exhale, downward dog. Left leg lifts, up and back behind you, same again on the left. Knee comes forward to elbow, werewolf. Press back into three-legged dog. Twisted werewolf to right elbow. Press back into three-legged dog. And then draw high into the chest, up onto the tiptoes. Ready to pounce. And then release the foot, exhale, down dog, nice and slowly, walk or hop, straight into Malasana feet. Exhale, this is now called the gargoyle. Nice deep exhale, letting the sit bones drop. Nice and slowly release the hands, lift the sit bones, heel toe the feet back in towards the center, and release the body over the legs. This is your ragdoll zombie. Sway from side to side if that feels good.
They're whispering his name through his
And then nice and slowly roll up
but
through
hidden
the
in his
spine.
coat is a red right hand.
And come into our mountain pose, or what I'm going to call skeleton today. So just feeling grounded through the feet. We're going to come into our spooky sun salutations. Inhale, the arms raise. Exhale, crescent side bend. This is your moon crescent. Breathe it into the center. Exhale, over to the left. Breathe it in. This is where we look up to the sky, reach the fingertips back, little back bend. And then from here, open the arms wide. This is your vampire. And bring into the center. Sweep the hands by the hips. Come into chair pose, which is our witch on her broomstick. Nice. Sitting back into that chair on your broomstick. And a nice deep exhale. Release the body over the legs into that ragdoll zombie once more. Nice and gently bend into the knees. Step back into a low lunge. This is our monster lunge. So we're going to open the arms up to the side. And we're just going to draw it into the front 3 times. Last time we open up and then we sweep the right hand down to the floor. The left hand sweeps by the left thigh, opening up through the side body into a twisted low lunge, reaching back with the left hand. Nice and slowly release the hands, place the palms, step it back, downward facing dog. Nice deep exhale. Come into a connecting vinyasa, lowering the knees down towards the mat. Exhale all the way to the mat. Inhale, roll up into cobra. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes, send the hips back. Downward facing dog. Right leg reaches up and back behind you. Repeating those werewolves. Exhale, right knee to right elbow, press back. Right knee to left elbow, press back. Come into the center, draw high, and then place the foot. Exhale, take that lunge, twisted lunge first. Right arm sweeps back, reaching fingertips open through chest. And then turn to the center, arms open, and 3 sweeps forward and back. Last sweep, we step forward into ragdoll zombie. Exhale. Inhale, arms raise up. And exhale into skeleton. Second side, arms raise. Crescent side bend to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, crescent side bend to the right. Inhale, center. Reach the arms up and back. Press the pelvis forward. Little back bend. Reach with the fingers. And then start to slowly open the arms. Vampire pose. Bring yourself into center. Sweep the arms by the hips. And into that witch on a broomstick. Lengthen through the spine. Reach the arms away. Couple of breaths. Nice and slowly release ragdoll zombie. Bend the knees, left leg steps back into that monster lunge. Opening the arms, sweeping forward and back 3 times. Last time, the left hand comes down by the right foot. The right arm sweeps all the way back, reaching the fingers, sinking the hips. Holding here. Release the hands to the mat, step it back, downward facing dog. And then come into that connecting vinyasa, lowering the knees to the mat. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog, lifting the left leg up, preparing for those werewolves. Left knee, left elbow, press back, three-legged dog. Left knee, right elbow, press back. Last time, knee draws in towards the center of the body. You come high on the back foot. Place the foot. And then sweep that left arm up and back around into that reaching lunge. Slowly release 3 of those monster lunges. Open on the inhale, release forward on the exhale. As if you're trying to grab something. Lovely. And then the last time, we step it forward. Ragdoll zombie, exhale. Inhale, bring yourself up. And exhale, hands down by the side of the body into skeleton pose. Take a few moments to find your standing position. And then we're going to come into a wide leg goddess pose. These are our Kali roars. So if you're familiar with any of the Hindu deities, Kali is the goddess of death, so the arms come out to the side. So when we draw in, we roar. 3 times. Just like Kali. Nice, exhale. Last time, we reach the hands out, turn the toes in, heels come out, hands to hips. Nice flat back folds you forward into a wide leg forward bend, relaxing the body. Deep and slow breaths. Taking the left hand into the center, right hand comes to the sacrum. Start to take a twist to the right side, lifting up through that right shoulder. Hold and breathe. Nice and slowly release the right hand down, left hand comes to sacrum. Press and twist. And then nice and slowly bring yourself back into the center. So this time we just bring the feet in a little bit closer. We come up onto the toes. Send the knees wide this time, so knees go out to the side. This is our spider pose. So crossing the hands in front of us here, and then dropping the head down as much as comfortable. If this is too deep for you on the toes, just drop down to the heels, but try to keep the knees nice and wide. Stretch through the spine, deep work into the hips. Give yourself a little bit of free movement by swaying from side to side. And then nice and gently release the heels. Turn the right foot out to the side. Come into a side squat. And then again, cross the hands and lower the body down as much as comfortable for you into that side spider squat. Gently cross over to the other side. So you're going to bend into the left knee, bring the other hand underneath. Again, spider hands, relaxing the head down into that side. Slowly bring yourself back into center and heel toe the feet in all the way. We're going to take a side crow here. From our kneeling pose, we're going to reach the arms over to the left. Draw the elbows in towards the knee and the thigh. So the hands are here. And then bring yourself down, and you can rest the body like a little ledge on the elbows. Maybe the toes come off, maybe they don't. That's okay. Slowly release. Bring yourself back up into the center. Take it to the other side. Well done. Yeah. Be careful. Hands come down. Really make sure that you've got your hands as wide as you can here. We've just worked through those spider hands. Elbows tuck into the thigh and the front knee. Rock yourself forward. And then maybe your toes lift. You can always go into a leg extension here. Ekapada Kundanyasana. Slowly release. Bring yourself back into the center. Ragdoll zombie. Exhale. Forward fold. Roll up to skeleton. And we come into some standing balances. How are we doing? Are we good? Okay, so we're going to go from a spooky tree into an evil eagle, into our Walking Dead pose. So spooky tree is really just the leg is free and the arms are free. So you can do what you like here with your leg, do what you like with the arms. Baby, I'm your man. La, 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 la. Keep it out to the side. You can bring it in. Spooky tree. And then crossing that leg over. Find your eagle. Either wrap the foot around the calf, or you can place the foot here. And then opposite arm on top. We're going to take 3 bends and straightens with the legs. So evil eagle, in, elbows to knee, belly to thighs. And then press yourself up, nice flat back. Bend, curling, straighten through the spine, lift the elbows, reach the fingers away. Last time. Draw all the way in, bend through the supporting leg, relax the body over that thigh. Tricky if you've got that foot wrapped around the calf. And gently bring yourself up to standing. Release the hands, release the leg. This right leg lifts, arms lift. Walking Dead, holding that leg out in front of you. Nice straight spine, shoulders above hips. Press the sole of the foot away as if someone's pulling the leg from you. You can always take a bend into the knee. And nice and slowly release back to skeleton. Opposite side, spooky tree, lifting that leg, arms. Whatever feels good. Curtains flew and then he appeared, saying, "Don't be afraid, come on, baby." And she had no fear, and she ran to him. They started to fly. They looked backwards and then preparing to come into that evil eagle, crossing the thigh over, either wrapping the foot or just placing it via the ankle. And again, choosing the opposite arm on top. Nice deep bends, draw the belly in, and then relax the chest and the belly down towards the thighs, but the fingertips reach forward. Breathe in as you straighten up. Exhale, bend and curl in. Bring yourself up. Last time. Exhale, draw in. And then press yourself up into standing. This is your walking dead. Sweeping that left leg up in front. Arms reach forward. Press through the sole of the foot. Lift the leg. Bend if you need to. Press through the sole of the foot. And slowly release back into skeleton. Take a moment. Deep breaths. Then we're coming into a balance. We're going to hold our full moon balance. I'm going to use this lovely little skull as my little support. So a full moon balance, different to half moon, is pretty much a Chapasana, but I'm going to call it the full moon. So we take hold of the foot and we press the foot away. So we're really opening up through the entire body, holding for 5 to 10 breaths. Find that balance. Really think about pressing the foot into the hand. Lovely, really nice. Using a block or a skull. Once you've done 5 or 10 breaths, if you fall out, just try and go back in again. Coming out of the posture when you're ready, just taking it back into that skeleton pose and preparing for the opposite side. So we did a lot of work last week with our props in these poses, using the blocks and the straps. So maybe the hand doesn't meet the foot, and that's okay. You can reach back just as we did in those lunges. Opening up. Balance, letting go of your skull or your block. Gently coming out of the pose, returning back into skeleton once you've taken a few breaths. Good. Lovely. So we're going to come on to a new pose, which I don't know what the yogic term or the yogic name is, but I'm going to call it flying ghost. So we're going to turn the knees out and we're going to bring the heels in towards one another. So if this is too deep for you, have something underneath the heels. But we're going to open up the arms. Whoa! Try to push the heels forward rather than let the heels roll back. So this is flying ghost. Maybe turn the head to the hands, test the balance. It's always tricky to change the gaze. Keep pressing into the toe beds, turning the knees out. And nice and slowly bring yourself back into center. Close the knees, take a kneeling pose, and take a gentle child's pose. Maybe widen the knees, relaxing the body back. So a little bit of a variation coming up on that flying ghost. We're going to move into flying owl. So with the flying owl, one knee drops down. So you can place the sole of the foot. You've got one heel just resting underneath the buttock. Okay, so that hand reaches away. This hand comes up to the sky. So you've got the same hand as the bent leg. And then take a mudra here, reach the fingers away, look up towards that top hand. It's going to be deep into this toe. It's a toe bed work. So you're opening up that knee with that palm, flying owl. I don't know who named these poses, to be honest. Nice and slowly release the hands, coming to the other side. So again, just tucking. This one's going to be tricky for me with this left knee. Let's see how we go. And again, that arm reaches down, pressing open that knee. And take a mudra, looking up towards the hand, pressing into that underneath toe bed. Release and bring yourself all the way down to the mat into prone position. Bringing the hands underneath the head, swaying out. These are our prone positions here, 3 back extensions coming up. So the first one is our Sphinx with our lift of the legs. So Sphinx pose with the arms, keeping nice and upright through the body. Legs are a little bit wider. And then we're just going to draw the feet in towards one another. So it's working into the hamstrings and into the quads. Nice and slowly. Release just from the knee. Feet come down. Lifting up. Toes come together. You've got an external rotation. Let the legs float down. 3 times more. Pressing away into Sphinx. Stay and hold on that last time. Point the toes up towards the sky. Drop the hips, ground through the pubic bone, lift high through the chest. Nice and slowly release the feet. And roll down through the ribcage. Bring yourself back into neutral prone. Sway and roll out. Our next one is our dancing cobra. So those cobras that come out of those little baskets. So hands come by the side of the body. And you can start to find some free movement here just by moving through the torso, grounding through the hips, pubic bone, pressing up as high as you need. Maybe looking back towards the heels, getting the head, the neck involved. And if you're doing circles, make sure that you circle the other way. You might be just raising up and down in cobra, that's okay. And taking that last time, if you haven't changed sides, just do a few on the opposite side. And then rolling down through the rib cage, hands underneath the head, again sway out through the hips. Let everything release from the lower back. Let the legs relax. This one is coming into our flying locust. So we're going to lift up the arms and the legs 10 times. So we're interlacing the fingers back behind us. We're going to press the knuckles back towards the heels. You can lift the head and the legs or just the head, but we're going to press up 1 and release. Press up for 2 and release. Keep going for 10. Find your breath. Five more as you reach the knuckles back to the heels, reach the toes away. Last time, we come up and hold. Draw in through the core, the back extensors, open through the chest and shoulders even further, and gently release the body. Roll and massage out. Good work through those prone back extensions. And pressing back into tabletop, just sway out, whatever you need, cat and cow. Then we're going to come into our frog pose. So maybe turning sideways onto your mat, just doubling up the mat underneath the knees. Letting the body release as low as it can here, but just press yourself forwards and backwards here, so you'll notice that you'll find a biting point within the hips, and everybody's biting point is different, that point of resistance. And find a comfortable place to stay. And we're going to take 10 slow, long, deep breaths here. Nice and slowly, just rock yourself forward, bring the toes to touch. Gently press yourself back, using the hands to lift you, and then draw the knees in towards one another, and just take a kneeling pose as you come out of that frog. Just notice we've done quite a few frogs over the last few weeks, so they should be feeling quite accessible to you. Nice and slowly swing the legs around in front of you, wide-legged, forward bend. We inhale, the arms raise, and we exhale, reach the fingers forward, fold from the hips, nice flat back at that point of resistance, bring the hands down, and then take a few deep breaths here. This time we're going to cross the hands again into those spider arms. So really reach the fingers, really get onto the fingertips, and then take the fold. So maybe the elbows are connected here, and you can relax the head down into the elbows or on a prop. Reach the fingers towards the feet. Nice and slowly roll up through the spine. Nice flat back. We lift the arms up once more. We come into that with the opposite hand in front. So reach long. Point of resistance. Hands come down. Take the opposite hand in front. Up onto the fingertips. You might notice a difference when you even change those hands. Maybe relaxing the head down to the crook of your elbows. Draw the sit bones back towards the earth. Keep those toes pointed up towards the spine, rolling inwards.
And no one's gonna save you from the beast about to strike. You know it's thriller, thriller night. You're fighting for your life inside a killer thriller tonight.
Nice and slowly roll up through the spine, open the arms, and we're going to take a crescent side bend to the left, dropping into the arm, reaching over. So again, trying to anchor through this back hip, not lifting the hip so you can get the hand further, but deepening that stretch from hand to hip. Open through the chest, looking underneath the arm.
Creeping up behind. You're out of time, 'cause this is thriller.
Bring yourself up into center, taking it to the opposite side. Nice and slowly transition. Just notice that the spine might not really want to go over to the other side. Try to think about not rolling the body inwards, but rather opening up through the rib cage. And then changing the gaze, if you wish to, looking up underneath the hand, anchoring through this back hip.
Calling the dead start to walk in their masquerade. There's no escaping the jaws of the alien this time.
So slowly
This is
press
the
up.
end of your
And then
life.
lift the legs together, draw the knees in towards one another. Give yourself a big hug.
They're out to get
Deep exhale.
demons closing in on every side. They will possess you unless you change the number on your dial.
And then slowly rolling out. I'm going to take the right knee in front for a pigeon. Dropping hips down, sitting nice and tall, and then walking the hands forward. And again here you can always come into those spidery fingers. If you like, or you can take the pigeon as a relaxing posture.
Any ghoul would ever dare try. Thriller, thriller night. You're fighting for your life inside a killer thriller tonight.
We're going to come into a twisted pigeon. So we're going to walk the hands over to the right side of our mat. That means the belly and the chest come over the right thigh. Still trying to lengthen through this left hip flexor down towards the heel. Don't go too far. Hands might be up on the spider tips or relaxed.
I put a spell on you. Cause you're mine.
Gently bring yourself back into the center. Nice deep exhale there. Relax a little bit more. And then walk the hands back into that upright pigeon.
No, I ain't lying.
And then changing legs. We're just going to bring the legs forward. Give yourself that hug over the legs. Nice deep exhale.
I can't stand it cause you put me down.
So left leg comes in front, right leg sweeps back behind you. Transition into pigeon. And then sitting upright, rounding through. Hips and reaching forward as much as you can here, up onto those spider tips. Or exhaling and relaxing. Nice and slowly walking to that twisted pigeon, walking the hands over to the left, letting the body drop over that thigh, trying to anchor through the right hip.
I love you,
Down to
I
the
love
legs.
you, I love you anyhow. And I don't care if you don't want me, I'm yours right now. Oh, you hear me? I put a spell on you. Because you're mine.
Slowly walk your hands back into the center. Take a nice deep exhale as you reach just a little bit longer. Walking the hands back into upright pigeon. And then swinging the legs around in front of you, giving yourself that big hug once more, releasing out through the spine and legs, letting the head relax.
He would always win the fight, bang, bang.
So from here we've got 10 slow roll ups and downs. I'm going to call them Frankenstein. So legs are straight. You can always bend the legs if you wish. Hands are out in front of you. We're going to drop through the pelvis, roll down through the spine all the way to the mat. And when we get there, we're going to bring ourselves back up, just like Frankenstein, 10 times. Roll down. As I say, you can always bend the knees. Reach the fingers away. Find a steady breath.
I shot you down, bang, bang. You hit the ground, bang, bang. That awful sound, bang, bang. I used to shoot you down.
Think about the spine being really involved here.
Music played and people sang.
Each and every time you roll up and down, you're really using the spine. Last few.
I don't know why. Until this day, sometimes I cry. He didn't even say goodbye. He didn't take the time to lie. Bang, bang. He shot me down, bang, bang. I hit the ground, bang, bang.
And then the last time we roll all the way down.
Bang, bang.
Arms sweep up over the head, interlace the fingers, give your spine a big stretch. Press back through the palms, reach away with the toes. We're going to come into what is called a banana asana, but reaching the feet to the right, arms to the right. We're going to call it our crescent side stretch, just like a crescent moon. Few deep breaths down that left side of the body, trying to drop the left hip as much as you can. So I've had a lot of side bends, a lot of back extensions, hip openers today.
Under blue moon, I saw you so soon. You'll take me up in your arms.
hands back into the center, realign the spine, legs come back into the center. Take a moment in corpse pose. Feet come together, arms lift up above the head, interlace the fingers, press back, big stretch through the spine. And then hands reach to the left, feet reach to the left. Come into that crescent side bend, just like the shape of the moon. And dropping through the right hip, breathing into the right side of your body.
Kiss me, your lips a magic world, your sky all hung with jewels. The killing moon will come too soon. Fade up against
Slowly release the hands back into the center, realign the spine, release the feet, take a moment in corpse.
you will wait until
Exhale deeply as you let go. And then gently draw the knees in towards the chest and start to roll out through the spine. And taking the legs and the arms up into a dead bug. This is a bit of a free kind of movement in your dead bug. You can, again, just like you did with that spooky tree, just find whatever feels good here with the arms, the shoulders, the legs. You can start to lift up, twist through the spine. Just move and massage that lower back, middle back, waist, upper back, shoulders and shoulder blades. And then find stillness. Close the eyes, come into dead bug. 10 breaths.
unwillingly mine.
Gently circle through the wrists and the ankles. One way and the other. And then gently bring the knees back in towards the chest, roll out. Take the legs long, arms come out to the side, palms face down. This is our fish, but we're going to press through the arms, roll up through the back of the head. So don't come too far if that's uncomfortable for the neck, but you're pressing up through the palms and the elbows to just lift through the chest. So take about 5 times, press up, looking back, rolling onto the back or the top of your head. And coming all the way down, bringing the hands underneath the body, palms face down, thumbs connect, and come into full fish pose, opening up through the chest, dropping the head back. 10 breaths here. You can always stretch the feet away and lift the heels away from the mat. Releasing the hands, take a corpse pose. Exhale, release the body out. Notice the effects as we come out of that fish pose. And then gently drawing the soles of the feet together, coming into butterfly. And you can take the hands wherever they feel comfortable. If you want to connect to the body, you can bring the hands down onto the belly and the heart. Maybe they're holding onto the hips, or maybe they're out to the side, or back behind you, opening up through the chest. Find what's comfortable for you. We're actually going to stay here for about 10-15 breaths.
Sleep with one eye open, gripping your pillow tight. Exit light into night. Take my hand. We're off to never, never land. Something's wrong, shut the light, heavy thoughts tonight.
Interestingly, all of these postures have been related to what we deem as kind of mythical or fantasy creatures, werewolves, zombies, vampires, witches, all of those things that have been associated with Halloween. But in fact, Halloween is the time to remember our departed, or the All Hallows, or the saints. And butterflies are a real symbolism of life after death. It's that beautiful flying butterfly that comes from a caterpillar, almost reborn. And they say that when you see a butterfly, it's your departed revisiting you.
It's just the pieces under your bed, in your closet, in your head. Exit light into night. Take
Slowly release the hands from wherever they are to lift the legs together from underneath the thighs. Taking a restorative rest pose here as the knees drop in towards one another. You release through the hips and the pelvis. The toes are gently turned in. Try to relax through the body as much as you can here. And then heel toe the feet in towards the center, draw the knees in towards the chest, roll and massage out. And if you feel that your body is craving something, needs something more right now before we come into our final relaxation in Shavasana, please go ahead, but make yourself warm, lying down in corpse pose. I had this song playing at my wedding because it's one of my favorites from American Werewolf in London, one of my favorite movies. So as you lie back now in corpse pose after our Halloween special, just a little bit of fun with yoga, a little bit of music to entertain us. And start to come into that place of stillness and calm after your practice. Allowing the mind and body to settle as one. And begin to take a few deeper breaths to bring awareness back into your surroundings, back on the mat, and back into the body by bringing some movement into the hands, the feet, the head, and doing what you need to awaken from your relaxation in corpse pose. Stretching, drawing the knees in. And taking time to just roll over to one side And then gently bring yourself back up into a comfortable seat, bringing the hands into the heart center. Anjali Mudra. Sitting nice and tall to close our practice together, this Halloween special for your Halloween weekend, or maybe some fireworks. And if you had any intention that you said at the beginning of the practice, whatever that was for you, I didn't really have a particular theme today, apart from that, you know, despite all the celebrations of Halloween, there is a real reason of why it's there, what the real meaning behind Halloween is, and it is to remember our departed and those who went before us. So giving thanks to you, yourself, for showing up this morning, Saturday morning, and your body, your breath and energy. And I thank you for giving me the opportunity to have a little bit of fun on Halloween. Namaste, witches.